But like I said, we was doing today. They did three things today. Dallas had soccer
Mm.
at 9 and 12. Then they went to this red line, like a training agility joint at like 4 to 5. Then Mason had track from 6 to 7. And I ain't wasn't involved in none of that. But right now, they probably like, man, I'm tired. Mo can't watch no show. But I mean, we ain't had to do. You might didn't have to do all that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't. Did we really have to go do all that? We could have just did one. Because the kids, they ain't tripping. He's 7 years old and 10. And they would have been cool, without doing all that. Just picking one thing, or you know what I'm saying, just spreading it out. You know what I mean? But we was talking about that earlier, though, man. Like when I was at work, we was just talking about like talking about this fall and what we gonna put them in, what they want to do. I'm like, man, you gotta pick choose wisely, man, when you talking about
Mhm.
those activities, man, because you'll wear yourself out, and then then you upset. Then it cause a problem, in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Because when the last time we went out to eat, or when the last time, what they say, when the last time we went on a date. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you don't got nothing but Sunday. We back on the track on Saturday. Back to the speed, agility, strength joint Saturday. So that's two things we got to do on Saturday already. So Sunday, that's the day of rest. I thought we're gonna rest. Might cut some grass. You might clean up
Try to
around the
catch up for the
crib. So when
week.
you going out,
Mhm.
you know what I'm
When
Mhm.
you
saying?
going out, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
So I was
that's a
just thinking
fact.
about that, man. But
Yeah.
when what y'all do? Y'all when the last time y'all had y'all had a dinner date night this week, last weekend? You know what I'm saying? Just of course I bring my kids to dinner, but that ain't what they want all the time. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's good to, you know what I'm saying, you and yours just sit down, man, and rap
Yeah, you got
about
to get that
whatever.
time in. Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
get that time in for sure. And it's finding the balance. I've been asked the question, why are you so busy? Why are you busy in yourself? And I can never come up with a solution, like, answer, because you want to make sure your kids have access and exposure to certain things, especially the things you didn't have,
Right.
access exposure to. But at the same time, it's like as your kids are young, you're kind of trying to do the thing that is right by them. You put them in things, right? You try to get them some structure, try to help them find their hobbies. But then as they get older, the sports get more intense and more serious and more frequent, because the next thing you know, it's all year round. And then you start to feel it, and you start to really question if, like, all right, why are we doing all of this?
Yeah.
And so to answer that question, though, I think the time you find with your old lady to still do you, or the time you find for yourself, right?
Yeah, man.
Because that's the other side of it. I was in a whole routine prior to track starting, and soon as track started, I lost my whole routine, and and it's hard to get that routine when you got sports a couple days a week, and then you have other extracurriculars, whether it's just your own stuff or whatnot. But it's hard to keep a solid routine, and when your kids are in and out of sports, because the practices dictate your life, the games dictate your life, and it's tough, brother. It's tough. And so I'm still trying to find that balance of helping the kids like really chase what they want. So like Jason's 13 now, so now he has a real clear picture. All right, I would say clear, but clear-ish picture of what he wants. But at the same time, it's like, all right, like to your point, like at this stage, it's like now we got to pick what we're really doing and lock in there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because bro, I'd be 100% with you. I was pissed with Jace on his effort, not his actual place
Yeah.
or how well he did, but I can tell he no longer inspired. He no longer wants it, right? And so he's sitting around. He missed his first race. I'm like, yo, what we doing? And
Yeah.
it's we ain't
Told me
we
that.
not new to it. I'm saying he used to be on his own, listen out, but he just in the days, brother, like ain't nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying? So you start seeing that, and you're like, all right, why are we doing this? What we doing this for? What's the motivation for you? Because I can
Mhm.
tell you losing a bit of confidence each time, and then that pressure, all the things. So you really start to have to really understand at what point do you say, all right, we done, because I could tell you done,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
I'm only doing this because you want to do this, and you wanted to do it at one point. So it gets tough, man. The kids do burn out at some point, and
Yeah,
as
yeah,
parents, it may be hard to really see it.
Yeah.
yeah. And I
Hey,
think
Bird,
that's
Bird,
the big
before
piece.
you go, Bird, we did it a little different, man. So if people was listening, we just came through, man. We was already rolling, so we ain't do the intro, but y'all know John, Lon, Raymar, neighborhood CEOs, man. We switched it up, man. So we was already in mid conversation. So we just kicking it, man. We ain't been here for a minute, so we just kicking it, man. We had
Yeah,
me and Lionel was just
Mm-hmm.
shopping, and we was shouting about the kids, man. We just had a little track meet, my first time doing it out there in the heat. Bird, you got the young ones, man. So we just talking about, you know, basically what our kids into, man, and how we should keep them in, what we keeping them in versus what we shouldn't keep them in. How much we should, push them and guide them for what they want to do, and then making time for ourselves and what we want to do as well. So go ahead, Bird, keep it rolling, man.
Yeah, yeah, man. It's like Lionel, you said like, the burnout. I think, before you go all the way gun ho into this and figuring out, if this is what you want to do, if this is what you want your kids to do, is like, you know, you got to be able to think a little ahead a little bit. And I'm new to this part of like kind of just
Yeah,
throwing the kids into sports.
yeah,
And oftentimes I got to pull myself back and be like, hey, this right now, this is just for fun, you know. My son, he's got pretty good tangibles for his age. And we got some things in the house set up that he can do this or do that. But I tried to get him involved in some activities after coming from camp the other day. And he was just like, oh, I already did that practice this weekend. So I'm like, all right, I gotta step back, you know what I'm saying? So, and realize and understand, like, he just a kid, and it's
right,
all about
right,
fun. So
right.
I think we gotta kind of not, we can't be vicarious through our kids all the time.
yeah, yeah,
That's a big piece of it too. I think some people get into that mode of trying to be vicarious into their kids. And that definitely could be down the road, that could be a huge upset for you,
yeah, man.
because like both of y'all said, John, you've touched on it before. Like, what if you get to that point and your kid, you've invested all this time, effort, money, traveling, energy, and your kid is just like, pops, man, I ain't feeling this no more.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, you gonna say the right thing. You gonna be pissed. You gonna be pissed off.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Especially, yeah, especially you gonna be pissed off, man. But like I said, that's like our job. That's our investment. So it
Hmm.
won't bother me. Only like I said, like what Lionel saying, when you get to that team, you can start to figure out like, all right, so like what you doing, where you at, Bird, you should play everything. Whatever you can get into, you want to be busy. You just want to be active, and then you'll see them. Eventually, and they might
Mm-hmm.
be prime time. Dion said they might want to play three sports, and they be good at three,
Hmm.
or they might want to play write music. They might want to stream. Whatever. We talking about like being outside right now with like sports, but eventually they gotta most for the most of us, man. Eventually we gotta choose one or two things because, like we said, we only got so many dollars to spend. Now, if you get to be elite, then people want to start, hey, bring them here, bring them there. And that's different. But right now, once we get to like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like, you want to play football, you want to play basketball, run track. So then we're going to start like honing in on that. We're going to start training for that. So, and like I said, right now, Mason, he wants the tracker. That's his thing. Like it's just like he live and die by that joint. Like he trying to eat like he running track. He trying to eat like he's an Olympian or something. So I don't, and that's probably from seeing me change up what I'm doing as far as like diet and stuff. So I like that for your lifestyle. I'm cool with that. But I still I just let him do whatever, man, because once you tell me like he says it now, but I don't pay it no mind because he only 10, so he can switch it up in 11, and I'll be cool with that. But once we like lock in on like this what I want to do, that's when I'm gonna come and be like, all right, boom, what time we getting up? What time we doing? We're gonna have a schedule. Like I got a schedule with him now, but it ain't real. We just
Mm-hmm.
playing around. If he adhere to it, that's cool. But eventually they just they'll pick what they want to do, man. And once they pick up something else, put something else down, then you will lock into that. Or if they don't want to do that, then that's cool, man. But I just feel like we can't, like, them our kids, that's our responsibility, but we still gotta find out like time and stuff for us
Us,
because
yeah.
yeah, because you'll burn out, man. Just like he'll burn out, they'll burn out. Shit, we'll burn out, man, if we going all the
Hmm.
time. And right now, it's not me. I'm not there all the time. I'm there on the weekends. I'm there Saturday. So
Hmm.
Monday through Friday, whatever they gotta do, I tell the mom like, yo, it's on you. So you gotta say what you can handle, like what you good with. Because if you at the practice and you can't think, you can't, what I'm saying, you tired, you gotta worry about work, you gotta worry about what they're gonna eat, you gotta worry about, just parent stuff, man. Then you ain't gonna be no good when you get home. Then we're gonna be home, we're gonna be, doing this because you're gonna take that out on me. But we already discussed this. So you already said like you want to put them in these, we agreed to put them in these things. So, that's why I said you got to find like we was talking about it a long time ago. Like you got to be selfish for yourself too, man. You got to find like, yo,
Yeah.
you know, maybe two things is enough, or maybe one, or maybe this. We're gonna because you got to get yourself. You got to make yourself happy, man. You got to find out like
Hmm.
what you like. If you like to just go in your room and read, you want to go in your you don't want to go in your garage or sit in your car because you're trying to get away from nothing. You want to have your time to where y'all can, do whatever y'all do, man. Y'all movie time, dinner, conversation, whatever it is, man. You gotta find like joy for yourself, man, because the kids can tell that too. They can tell when you at them meets, them
Hmm.
practices, man, and you ain't got no energy, or you got a little attitude because they say they hungry, just because you mad because you've been out all day, or because you've been running around all week. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
tough, man, and it's tough.
So
It is tough for me too. Now, I was gonna tell you, Lionel and Bird, maybe you do this too, but I don't see, man. Lionel, you full time entrepreneur, man. But right now, it's hard to do both for me right now, bro. Like to do the 9 to 5, father, dad, husband, and then do my
Yeah.
own hustle, my own entrepreneur stuff. It's hard, man.
Yeah.
Ain't enough
Yeah.
hours in the day, bro.
mm-mm.
Yeah.
Enough hours in the day, man.
No, it's not. You guys, it's not, man. You got you have to find a balance, and when I say balance, we kind of talked on this last time we was on here, right? It's
Last
like,
time,
man,
yeah.
right? What is it, right? And but I
Yeah.
do think it's a part of it where, all right, I got to give like for the weekend, right? All right, I know what I'm doing this weekend.
Yep.
I ain't work. I
Yeah.
can't put money. I can't put time into the business like I
Yep.
want
Hmm.
this weekend.
Hmm.
All right. So then I got to carve out. All right, Sunday. All right. So what's going to be sacrificed on Sunday? Is it going to be me and old lady go do a little brunch situation and hang out and chill, or are we going to bond over some business? Or are we going? It's like, are
Yeah.
we going to do both together? It's tough. It is tough. But I think the point that you're making at the end of the day, bro, is it's sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think some at this stage, right, it's like, yeah, some things will be sacrificed. You just don't hope it's not at the detriment of something meaningful.
Yeah.
And that, hey, we both understand what the sacrifice is, but I do think like where Jasmine and I, we had to kind of figure out is our pace and our what each other needs are in that busy season. And
Yeah.
so that may look like, all right, I may have to step up here. Oh, I think my headphones went out. But anyway, hey man, I may have to pick up slack here and there. She may have to pick up slack here and there. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We can hear you.
Bad.
Yeah, you
I
good.
see that. See right there. My bad, yo. But
Yeah, you
yeah,
good.
man. But no, I think we had to find our pace. And I think it's just so like right now, like sometimes we both will go to practices or one of us go, one of us figure out dinner. It's like divide and conquer.
That's a real
And,
that's a real to me that's not a big deal, but that's a real deal. Like that's a real long conversation, man, about what you're gonna eat, man. Like I'm
Yeah.
saying, that joint ain't
oh no, it
it's
is.
big, but it ain't simple, man, because
Yeah,
hey, we all got a couple dollars, man. So we can everybody wanna I don't want that. So one want this, one want that.
yeah, bro.
They want something else. So hey, we's cool, man. We'll
I
do
feel
that.
that.
We'll accommodate
Yeah.
everybody, man.
Yeah.
You zoom in
Yeah.
about 5 different joints, restaurants in
Yeah.
one night, And sometimes, bro, I be like, I'm only going to one restaurant. Where y'all going?
Yeah.
I don't care. I
Yeah,
don't care.
yeah,
What,
yeah,
I'm not going to five. You know what I'm saying? It'd be about
yeah,
an hour before you get home after just picking up food.
yeah, yeah.
Look, right now.
Man, I've been on like Fridays, bro. I just been going family meals. I've been checking out who got the decent family bundles.
Smart guy.
And that's what that's what I've been hitting up, man. So, we ain't, trying to be too choosy, and trying to accommodate everybody. What you were saying, like both of you guys were saying, like that sacrifice piece, but I think it, even take it a step further, you got to really think about what are you willing to sacrifice? Because we could say I'm gonna sacrifice this or I'm making this sacrifice, and like, is it actually beneficial, the sacrifices that you're making? So we got to come back to the drawing board and be like, okay, we ain't doing this weekend, or we not gonna do this that weekend because this guy has to be done. So it
Mhm.
all has to work out in the end, to benefit, our number one, what we're doing it for. We're talking about the kids and the family, but also ourselves too, because like you got to make that you can't sacrifice everything and then don't have no time for self,
Mhm.
because like you said, John, you gonna be there at practice, like, damn, like I'm here again, like,
Mhm.
Home
Mhm.
or
you know what I'm saying? So
zoned off. You there, but you're not there, man.
exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Exhausted. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
and
yep.
it's no like it's no like we said. I don't know who said it, maybe Hawk or somebody, man. But like if we ain't, maybe we said it, but if we ain't straight, man, ain't everything else ain't gonna be right, man. So
Nah, nah.
really, it's kind of like backwards, but I think it's right. Like we gotta be right first, man. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying, like far as like like we don't you don't cheat yourself, man. Like if you need a day, you need a break, you need to go get a massage or go to the gym or like whatever. But it's because I think like you said, somebody said it was like this is like a season, like a busy season. So like it's the summertime, so ain't no school to go to. So you can't. That's like you got your kids all day, whatever. Unless they go somewhere, but you got it's more activities to be into in the summer because it's school
Mm-hmm.
out. So when school go back, it's more like on a structure schedule. So you can like during that time, maybe you can do a little something different. You can like work on yourself, work on y'all work on you and your lady, y'all work on what y'all got going on because it's more structured. But I guess the summer's like more hectic, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
more
Mhm.
stuff going on. But like I ain't even been. I mean, like as far as like eating, yeah, I've been doing good, but I ain't been working out. So I ain't worked. I don't remember the last time. Like I really like I'll do something, but
Yeah.
I ain't really worked
Not
out.
consistent. Yeah.
Nah, man. Like I
Yeah.
do
I'm
a day or
saying.
two, and I'm like, and I'm thinking like, damn, yo, because I used to do when I do work out, most of the time I'm gonna post a little joint, my story, video, whatever. But I was like, damn, you ain't did that in about a month. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like 2
yeah, yeah,
in a month that I really actually like worked out. And the only time that I was gonna work out was because Mason, he doing track. He's like, Dad, can we work out?
yeah,
So that's the only reason. So if it wasn't for that,
yeah,
he wasn't in that mode. I wouldn't even went outside and did nothing. You know what I'm saying? Did no little
Mhm.
jogging around, push ups, a little track work stuff he be doing, just messing around with him. But I'm like, damn, you neglecting from in the last like 6 months. You was on all this fitness. You was trying to, you was on your way somewhere. Like I was feeling good. I
Yeah.
still feel I
mm-hmm.
still feel all right, but I'm slacking, man, on a lot of stuff. I'm
But
slacking
it's,
on a lot of stuff,
but I
bro.
think that's common. It's common. It's
Yeah.
common, and I think it's like not being.
You're not the only one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not, and it's learning. It's learning that nothing for us as fathers, as husbands, as full time, parents,
Yeah,
like business owners. Like you think about all the different hats you wear, and
yeah,
those are just the big hats. Think about the small hats you wear too, like your son, all right, your brother. Like there's so many different areas we in, and so many different areas that we're dependent on. And then it's like, all right, then it's me. From
yeah.
what I
And
got to
it
do
ain't
for
right though.
me.
It's backwards though. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. That's
right,
backwards, man.
right, yeah.
Why you can't go
hmm
first? Why you can't be first or second?
We should
You
be.
know what
We
I'm
should
saying?
be. We
You know what I
should be.
mean? Not as far as like fitness or working out, but I'm just saying like sometimes I think you got to do that, man. But I mean, you're right, man. It's a lot of hats, man. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
but I
yeah,
can't.
think this speaks to change of routine real quick. I think this speaks to like when something shifts, something as small as kids going into a new season of sports, or something changing with anything like job or just some subtle shift, man, in our lives, man. It dawned on me this year how fragile that ripple is and throwing everything off. Like just
Off, yeah,
how impactful that little ripple is and throwing
yeah,
off a fragile routine. How fragile routines are. And then all of a sudden now you lost. You don't know what you're doing, what your
yeah,
routine is, what
Yeah.
I supposed to be doing now. I'm getting home now at 9 o'clock when I was getting home at 5 and able to work out. And it's like, man,
yeah.
it just, so it's tough, man. It's real tough. And I've been in a
Hey,
space
you
where I'm
talk
trying to
about,
find a healthy sleep schedule too, because I'm
oh
up
man,
all night trying to grind, trying to get some
I
work
sleep,
done.
man. I don't go to
Yeah,
And that's
sleep.
the most important, and that's the most important thing that we gotta get to have the
sleep.
fuel to
Yeah, do all the
to
other
get up
stuff.
and do what we're supposed to do is the fuel.
Yeah,
Because if not, man, like
yeah,
you'll burn out real quick, man, without the
yeah,
rest. And
yeah.
then you can't be available for everybody or even for yourself, man. And that was one thing, I think I seen Charlemagne post something about this earlier in the week. He was just talking about how like we carry so much, and it's a lot of it is just like suffering in silence, and we keep pushing forward. But like that's a easy path to destruction if you
Mm-hmm.
don't stop, pause, and really kind of rectify, like what's take self-examine and to make those changes before you get down that path. And then it's too late. No, I'm not saying it's too late for
Well,
to for
I mean,
something to be
maybe a
detrimental,
consequence. Mm-hmm.
but yeah, there could be some sort of consequence, but that you could have prevented, if you just took a step outside to take a look at things and, figure some things out.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man. I
Maybe a
guess like I guess like I don't. I sleep. I'm gonna tell you when I sleep, man. I might sleep on Sunday. Like that's what I, that's probably what I'm. That's probably that's usually what I've been doing, man. Like right now, if we weren't doing this, I'll be whatever, everybody getting ready for bed. You know what I'm saying, laying it
Hmm.
down. Then I'm gonna go downstairs garage. Or I'm just gonna go downstairs, just whatever you call it. I could be reading a book, or I could be. It ain't gonna be but like 20, 30 minutes, so you can't say you
decompressing.
can work on your business because it ain't
Yeah,
that type of
decompress.
time. But I'm just gonna be down on my phone, just relaxing. Then I'm gonna go upstairs, whatever. But I ain't gonna be to sleep till 11, 12 o'clock. I'm gonna wake up at 5:30. So what type of sleep did I really get? Because I ain't one of those
Yeah,
people that as soon as my head hit the pillow, hey, they are, but not me. I ain't on my
Mm-hmm.
joint. I could
yeah,
be up
man.
40 minutes, man, just
Yeah,
looking around, whatever. I just can't tap out like that. So
Mm-hmm.
you know
Same
what I'm
way.
saying?
Yeah.
So I ain't really sleeping. I might sleep 5 hours for real, maybe. But then I'm just up, whatever I do in the morning. But I do gotta get like I do need a schedule, but I mean, I had, what I'm saying? Maybe I got to change my schedule. I had a schedule, but it's hard to do, man. It's hard to do.
You know what's been inspiring me is uh AB and Dean, that
Yeah,
45-day lock in.
oh man, yeah,
I really been looking at it and I've just been inspired by it because I'm like about say 45 days out to my 40th, so to speak. About a little bit more than that, but
yeah,
I'm
yes,
like also just seeing like, all right, just that transform that quick, like let's hit it, not quick, but I think it's just uh the intensity behind it and the intention behind it, right? And I think this
hmm
year it was like, hey, we talked about intention at the start of this year, of like just being real intentional, right? And I think when you what you're speaking on, John, I think a big part of it is that sometimes we do a lot of things with no real intention. It's like we doing it, but it's like then you look back like, why the hell I'm doing all of
why
this?
am I doing it?
Why am I
Yeah,
doing all of this? What's this for? What are we after right now? Because we want greatness out of from our children, and I think sometimes we feel like when we put them into more things, they they're gonna they're gonna get a step closer to that space of greatness. And that may be true, like that. I think could be true, right? But at what cost? And whether it's monetary or time or sleep or rest or connection, all the things. So, but no, man, that 45-day lock in is definitely inspiring. And I feel like to where you are is like we have to ground ourselves now. It's like center ourselves and figure out, all right, what we got to do. Because I think that's the part sometimes that we can let this keep going and then you look up and it's the end of the year, and then you're trying to hit the reset button going into the new
Mm-hmm.
year. And I think that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of what our habits are a lot of times. Like, think about it, y'all. We in the third quarter of the year, almost in the fourth quarter, like, which is sick to say. Like, we just hit the third quarter and we already looking at the
Fall,
fourth
man.
quarter.
It's almost fall, bro.
Yeah,
You
it's
feel me?
almost fall, man. It's getting darker. It's getting darker now. Earlier, man. A
It
little bit
is.
earlier.
In 2 weeks,
Yeah.
it'd be August.
Yep.
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 You know.
Yeah.
So you look at that, it's like, damn, we just got in July.
Yeah,
We
but
just started a whole
I
new
like that
quarter.
joint you talking about. Check you boys out, man, and it'll show you that whatever. Like now, hopefully I know that's legit, but you know it's social media, so I hopefully he doing
Sure.
that. You know what I'm
Sure, for the
saying?
real reason.
Like, he's really trying to. He gonna really show some type of. He's showing progress
Yeah.
already.
Transformation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it
Transformation,
do
yeah.
show you that, man. Once you do lock in, it don't take a lot, man. And
No,
and I'm sure he been drinking way more than any of us ever drink all year, or whatever he been doing, partying,
the
living wild.
access.
Yeah, yeah. You can see him. You can look at him and tell he ain't in he ain't in good shape. You
Nah,
know what I'm saying?
no.
But he got that in him. So as soon as he hit that switch, bro, like he a pro. Whatever you
Pro.
think he look like he a pro. Like he done did this before.
Mm-hmm.
But that shows you that it don't take a lot, man. As long as you got, and we always talk about, I think Hawk be talking about it too, man. Like different between, and that's my problem. Like if I don't got the discipline. If I ain't motivated, like so if I'm not motivated, I ain't getting up to work out. But that ain't really what it's about. It's about like the discipline. Because motivation is like a feeling. So if I don't feel
Mm-hmm.
good, like damn, like I lost weight. Like I lost 15, 20 pounds. So I don't feel like I need to lose no more. So now what's my motivation now? Like if I
Mm-hmm.
don't got one, you know what I'm saying, then you still supposed to work out, you're still supposed to eat right, you're still supposed to be healthy. But if you don't got no discipline, then I'm like, yo, my motivation gone. Like I don't got the feeling. Like I got down however I wanted to get down to. So
Mm-hmm.
you either get worse or you get better. Like you don't stay the same, but you gotta have like discipline, man. That'll get you up when I'm like, damn, I don't feel like doing such and such a day. But that like the discipline will get you still doing, even if you don't feel like, even if you don't got the
Yeah.
motivation,
Yeah.
discipline is like, boom, yo, you said you was gonna do it. You know, you got people, your kids hear you talk, and they'll tell you sometimes, like mine will tell me, like, yo, you ain't did a podcast in a long time. Or when you ain't made no juice videos in like a month. And I'm like, nigga, what I'm ready to be mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they know, you know what I'm saying? So they used to seeing at one time, you was
Yeah.
like doing this all the time, or you was in the kitchen all the time, like, yo, hey, hand me that, yo, do this, taste this. So I was including a minute. So they know, like, you ain't keep
Mm-hmm.
asking to do nothing in a minute. So that's the thing, like, you know what I mean? You just lose it, man. So that's my problem. That's what I think I gotta do, man. When I gotta just, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course I know stuff is going on, and that stuff, like the main thing gotta be the main thing. Yeah, you gotta pay them bills, you gotta go to work, you gotta do
Mm-hmm.
what's gonna keep everything rolling.
Yeah.
Then you do the other stuff after. But you gotta have that discipline, man, and cut out like stuff that you don't need, man. Like,
Yeah.
or like we saying, Bird, lay down a little earlier so you can get up a little early. So you got an extra 45 minutes, an hour to do something, brainstorm,
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever you want to do.
And replacing too, like one thing about discipline, it helps you from going back to like old habits. And you think about when you locked in, you know what you replacing an old habit with.
Yeah,
So like that discipline helps you create that mindset of like, okay, I ain't gonna go drink the juice with all the sugar in it, when it's a bottle of water right here, and I'm disciplined enough to grab that bottle of water with, the other option right there. And that can work for whatever, you know, like that discipline piece is what really you know, helps you make the right decision or the best decision for yourself in that moment. But if we don't have that, that's how we kind of tend to backslide and go into those old habits because we lose the discipline. It's easy. It's easy to do. It's easy to
It
do. It's
is.
better,
It is.
easier said than done.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
I seen
Yeah, it's all
I was
mindset.
listening,
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
watching what's it, Boots, on the pivot, Boots Ennis, Jerron Ennis, the fighter. He was on the pivot, right? And they was talking, and I just thought about this before, but if you listen to him talk, you hear about him, you see him. He's seen like he from Philly. He real grimy. He real like whoever wanted can get it. But he got both parents, right? Both his parents, and I never knew that. So normally the story, like I see, like more like these days, the best players they got both. But back in the days, it wasn't like that. Like if you was to be like they call it a dog, or you was like so and so, like the Jay Z's, the
Came from
Tupac.
the gutter.
Yeah, yeah. So us, I thought about us. I was like, I wonder, whatever our kids they gonna be. Whether they gonna be scientists, lawyers, basketball
Hmm.
players, football players. But we all got them like we raised them kind of like soft, kind of like they got it all. Like they don't got to struggle. So I was like,
Yeah.
I wonder how, because they really, so where we raise them now, like they got to really want it because it ain't going to be no struggle. You ain't going to be having sleeping in the dark. You ain't going to be eating
Yeah.
syrup sandwiches and no
Hmm.
water in your cereal. So it ain't none of our kids going to have to live
No
like
murk.
that, and what they shouldn't. But
Yeah.
is that
Hmm.
going to make them like they're not going to be hungry to go out and do their own thing? Or because that dude, I never knew that Boots lived like that. I thought from where I see him, where he talked, I was like, I bet you. I just assumed like he had his mom, or he just had his pops, but he got both, and he lived pretty decent. He lived like a average,
Yeah.
middle class life, but you couldn't tell the way he is because he just wanted like he just that's just
Yeah.
how. Yeah, yeah. So I was just wondering, like, of course we ain't gonna. I don't want mine to struggle, but I'm thinking like, should I make it more uncomfortable for mine, man? Just because, just to show them like, it ain't always got to be like this, man. Or you just let them live how they supposed to live because we did enough in our life to afford them to live how they live.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when they 19, if they lazy and they bums, then they just lazy and they bums because they ain't got it in them to like want more than whatever they got in front of them. But I just thought about that because that's how it used to be. Like back in the days, the best whatever was always mostly the story was the Jay Z. He ain't have his pops. Everybody pops left, moms left, or grew up with a grandmother, the Shannon Sharps, all those people.
I was just about to say
Yeah,
Shannon
that's
Sharp.
wild, man.
Get
But
up.
I,
3 a.m.
I had two, man, and I think it might have messed me. It messed me up, but as far as like, I didn't have like the extra. Like if I
Yeah.
ain't really
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
go get it like I think I could have, but maybe if had a worse parent lifestyle, I don't think it would
Yeah.
have made me want it more. But I'm
Hmm.
just saying, like, I feel like that's like a thing, man, that I just want to know how y'all feel about like if we should be a little harder or it's just like give them everything we ain't have and hopefully they what I'm saying do what they're supposed to do with it.
I think there for us is there's time and opportunity for us to allow our kids to, not intentional, but sometimes just let them off the hook a little bit so they could, feel some of the pressure on their own. You know what I mean? Like without our guidance, without us, in their ear or without us to save them. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And it could be it could be small stuff, man.
Yeah,
Like stuff that they normally that we normally do around the house for them. Things that we might prepare for them. Sometimes it's just to let them go without it. Just to see how I feel, or allow them to figure it out. From time to time, just so they can know, like, you know, this is, we've worked extremely hard to get here. It's not. I don't even know what the word I'm looking for, but it's not.
it's not
Damn.
given, man. It ain't given.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not given. It's not given. You know what I mean? It's not given. You gotta understand what it takes to get here as well. So yeah, sometimes we gotta let them, you know, taste the dirt a little bit. You know.
yeah,
That's important. It's important because they don't see they take it for granted. They think
Hmm.
they
yeah,
take this the easiness for granted, and I think head nod to the athletes and the entertainers and those who are successful when they have both parents. They don't have the struggle because
yeah, man.
they actually had to probably push themselves quite a little harder
Listen,
because they're
man, yeah.
comfortable.
Yes.
Kobe had it all, man,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying. He didn't.
yeah,
Ain't nobody wanted more. Ain't nobody wanted more than he did.
Yeah.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
give
Yeah.
some
yeah,
examples of both. It's examples of both, but I ain't never really
yeah.
seen it like that's because that's social media too. That you just see, you see whatever you see what you see. But yeah, I just be
Hmm.
thinking about, when I was out there, we at the track line, I'm just looking around. We everything is there. Like I bet you I never ran track, but me and the wife was talking about it, like when they her track meets, there wasn't all these tents, all these fans. They were just out there.
Mm.
You probably did
Yeah.
it. Just out there, man. Wasn't all this, shelter. And I was like, of course, when you learn more, you learn that those things might have been needed back then. I don't know if people was out there passing out at those track meets
Yeah.
20 years ago,
Yeah.
but you learn with technology, with getting smarter. Like these things are good to have at these places, at these things, these, just to have them, more convenience. But yeah, I think it's just got to be in them, man. And I guess the ones that got it like that, if they really, that's what I'll be trying to tell the oldest one all the time. Like, if you want to do that, if you want to be whatever you want to be, like you can't, somebody always, like when you ain't doing something, it's somebody 10, 11, 12, they doing something. Or when, what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, so it's
Mm-hmm.
always somebody it's always like every day you should be doing something. Wherever you want to work
Hmm.
out, wherever you want to read, wherever, every day you be trying to get better at something because just like when you play sports, there's always somebody out there trying to take your spot. There's always
Hmm.
somebody.
Hmm.
And if you ain't really tripping on that, then hey, you just play for fun, and
Yeah.
that's fine too. You can learn all types of skills from sports. You ain't got to be a world class athlete, and you might have played sports your whole high school and elementary career, and that could just give you the way to use tools to use to how to work with people, how to network, how to just, what I'm saying, just be active.
Yeah,
It ain't
you
about,
get something from it.
yeah, you can always get something from it, but you gotta be, you gotta put something into it. Either way,
Mhm.
you want something from it, monetary. You want to meet people. You want to, what I'm saying, just that exposure, man. You gotta put something in it if you want something out of it.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
agree.
No, I think the thing that's cool though is that you have our kids now. They watch how hard we work, and that does does have a value in most
Yeah.
families when
Yep.
certain especially when the kids have actually seen what it took to get to where you are now,
Hmm.
because we all didn't start as parents where we are now. I think
Right.
so your kids get to see your growth, your progress in certain areas, and I think that does have influence. And to a point now, your Mason is like, all right, I can lock in. My dad's giving me gems. This is what he's saying you got to do. So I'm gonna lock in on doing the thing, and I think that desire to do great and good things, man, it certainly grows in them,
Yeah, it
and
builds that character.
it does, right? Like they just have this innate yearning to be great, right? Hey, they're comfortable as hell. Then other areas you may not see them want to be as great, like maybe clean their fucking room, or
Yeah, yeah,
helping out around the
yeah,
house, or being a
yeah,
But in
yeah.
things they like, oh man, they turn it up, and it's like, all right, well, you got it in you. Let's see how we can be consistent with it,
Oh, yeah,
cultivate it, and direct it in the right direction, in all directions. So, but it's interesting, man. All kids are different,
a
and
different man.
just kind of seeing. I got a kid pretty much in every decade over the last 4 decades, 2000s, teens, and the 20s, right? And then you look at it like, man, they all got something different,
Yeah.
different work ethic, different desires, different motives, and let me see, different drives or what pushes them. So it's interesting to see, and but it all starts with us, and
Hmm.
kind of going back to that, how we got here. It's how we take care of ourselves, man. How we show up, how we able to show them who they need to be by how we take care of ourselves, and so that does take time, and sometimes they gotta miss a practice because I need to take care of myself. Sometimes they may not be able to go to that event because that track meet, because I'm tired, I'm burnt out, I'm not doing another one. It's no, not back to back to back. I'm not doing that, right? But it's finding that in yourself to say, all right, you're gonna be okay. You're not gonna not make the league or not make the team. It's like trying to find that in yourself to not to feel like they gotta do everything. And um sometimes that can be a hard balance though.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But yeah, they, like I said, man, we doing, and we over analyze, we critiquing, what we got, what we doing, but at the end of the day, you think about it, shit, we doing great, man. You know what I'm saying?
A
Yeah,
Like,
fact.
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
A
yeah,
fact.
So
Put it in
yeah,
perspective. Yes.
yeah, we're doing
yeah,
great. We doing
yeah,
fantastic, man. But you just know where you want to be at, or you know where, because you mean like for me, like I say all the time, like I waste a lot of time, man. Not a lot of time, but I'm just saying like I don't really like I don't got a structure of my day. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? I got structure, but I know it's things that I could cut out. Like I said, I'm working, but I'm just saying on the weekends when I'm like, when I come back from that track meet at 12 noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, from probably 1 to 5, 6, it probably ain't nothing going on. And that's the time
yeah,
where I'm probably
Mm-hmm.
gonna go lay down, relax, watch me
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 shows in a row. And that's a good
Mm-hmm.
time too. That's a time where I can relax. But if I really want what I say I want, what if I really want what what we talk about that I want, then I gotta say, well, hey, this time right here, this is a time where, hey, I got to work or I got to do that thing that
Mm-hmm.
I ain't been able to do all week. You know what I'm saying? I got to
Mm-hmm.
go, make that content, or I got to go and,
Mm-hmm.
you know, um, put those, plan together, or I got to go, work out or whatever it is, man. So it's time. But I like to be. I'm selfish, but like I'm a chill right now. Like
yeah.
I've been running all week, and ain't nothing wrong with that either. But
And that should be on your checklist too.
yeah, yeah. But when I don't get
Mm-hmm.
when you're on your business or whatever you into your health, your fitness, your marriage, when it ain't where you like it, you got to think about like, should I really? Can I wait? Can this wait? Can this chill time wait? Because me and the wife gonna go like you said, like, we're gonna go to brunch, get a movie, watch a movie, and catch a movie somewhere, or
Mm-hmm.
and so it's time. It's still time that I got that I could use, more wisely, man. But like I said, that's just trying to be Superman. That's just trying to be super dad, husband,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that is. It ain't like you ain't
yeah,
doing nothing wrong. It's just
yeah,
you want to go from here to here, and you gotta sacrifice some rest, some quality
Mm-hmm.
time, and like we said earlier, which one of those things is can you stand
yeah.
for sacrifice or
No
not
doubt. Yeah,
sacrifice? So that's all it is. But
yeah,
we we talk about it because we wanna be better than what we are, and we just said it before. If we don't do nothing else, live like this for 40, 50 more years, shit, we did great.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna be no
Oh,
problems.
damn
And it's
right.
everything you're gonna do what you want. You're gonna buy what you
Mm-hmm.
want for the most part, and your kids gonna have
Mm-hmm.
twice or 3 times better childhood than you had, and they're gonna have
Already.
yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah,
And we got to do that. We got to do a better job, or continue doing a better job, of not getting so down on ourselves
yeah,
either, and
Yeah.
giving ourselves that grace and gratitude, because somebody else got it way worse,
man. Yeah, you can't even
out
think about
here.
that. If you think about that, you
Yeah.
quit. You just
So
quit right now and be like, "Oh, I'm straight."
exactly,
If you think about that,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly,
that's
man.
what I
So we
try.
got to give ourselves that pat on the back, man.
That's what I try. I try not to do that. That's why, like, if we was talking, if we was on here with some different guys, some different people in a different part of their life, well, they might be, they ain't living like we're living. They could be doing way worse. So then we couldn't have these complaints because they be like, well, damn, like I love to be complaining about what y'all complaining about or having a
Hmm.
problem with what y'all got because my job ain't allowing me to put my kids in nothing. Like I can't afford to put my
Hmm.
kids in nothing. We ain't on here saying so we ain't said about that nothing about that once, even though all them activities ain't cheap, but we ain't on here talking about man like we just can't afford all these things, or these private
Mm-hmm.
schools and
Mm-hmm.
all that. So
Hmm.
that could be the issue. So, we're glad that that's not the top of the list of
Mm-hmm.
concerns. We talking about self stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just bettering yourself or, getting to the next, level in life, getting your kids to go from being just good to great and whatever it is that they doing. So yeah, that definitely ain't no issue, man. We trying to do, we trying to go do better, man. We trying to get better.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's perspective though, man. You got to keep it. You got to keep it to reframe, and um, I think for me, man, I've been. I talked about this today, man. So at therapy today. I talked about this today in therapy, man. Not focusing on the negative too much. Like really just looking at it from a positive lens, staying staying in that space of counting the blessings.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I think that's essential. Because
yeah,
if we can't ground ourselves in that, then yeah, man, it starts to make you resentful about the choices that you make. And shit, I made them all. I'm here. I feel this way because I made the choice. I thought it was a good idea, but I made it for whatever reason. I
hmm
said okay to it when maybe I should have said no, but I still said okay to. It's like sometimes you still just gotta just hold that place, and because I do believe, man, we could invite more of that discontent. If we're not careful with focusing on the glimmers, the positives of the experience, and what the kids are getting and what we're receiving from it. And I was talking to an OG one time, and his kids grown. And he's like, "Man, enjoy that time because when it's gone, it's gone."
yeah,
I'm like, man, I gotta go do this weekend. I ain't gonna be
yeah.
able to dot. And he's like, man, you better enjoy that time, right? And I, it kind of, sometimes it hits me. Then sometimes like, bro, I can't wait till this time is up. But it'll be a stack. But I get it too, though. I get that
Yeah,
too, because when it's
Yeah,
gone, it's
it's
gone.
gonna go. It's gonna go, man. And like you said, you gonna have some days where you glad, and you gonna have some days you like, damn, man, you ain't got nobody, ain't nobody to yell at, ain't nobody to, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But yeah, man, that's how. Hey, if that's the good thing about, that's why we should, focus on your mental, your physical, all
hmm
that. So you around to see all that.
all
You know
that.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because
yeah,
hey,
Mm-hmm.
it could be the other way, and then you know what I'm saying? You don't get to see it. You know what I mean? And then I don't know what happens when we gone. I don't know if we can see from wherever we go. I ain't sure. So, you know what I'm saying? But whatever that look like, you wouldn't want to be. Hopefully we can. Hopefully they got some type of TV, some type of thing where we can sit wherever we at and just see what everybody got going on. I don't really know, but yeah, man. But we gotta. That's why we gotta focus on. We saying appreciative all that, but keep yourself straight, man. So be here as
Absolutely.
long as you're supposed to be here, man.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Yeah. Before we get up out of here, man, where he going on there? Where he going to?
That
Okay,
boy
what
going.
team
He going.
going,
I think
man?
he going to Miami, man.
Bird, where you going, man? Where you going to?
Oh man, he been in Cleveland all summer, man. I would like to see him,
Cleveland.
finish up at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would hope Cleveland.
Well, I
He said he
guess
going.
in my
He said he going.
mind,
I'm going to the
what you
Bay,
saying, John,
man.
real quick? He going out there, and that's what I was going to say though. I was like, is this if he go to Cleveland? You already know what time it is. It's a wrap. He's retiring after this season,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
right?
yeah.
What
Right.
2 years? He might do
Or
2 years.
right?
He need
Yeah, right.
25. 25.
Or he may do a one year deal, like and then he'll go to Cleveland for. He may try
For
his
the
hand
for the
for the
rap.
ship.
Yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna do.
And then when it's a wrap, I'm headed to Cleveland. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know, man. I think he can always be retired as a Cleveland Cavalier. I guess that's the other part of it,
Yeah, yeah. But
right?
it'll
He can
probably be
retire
better.
anybody.
It'll probably be better. It'll probably be better if he like actually play there. But
Sure,
as
sure.
far
It
as
looks
as far
better.
as,
Fair,
as
fair
far as
enough.
like basketball, Cleveland really ain't it for me. Like far as
It's
basketball.
terms of winning right now.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
because
No, yeah.
Harden is right. I'm not going to trust nothing with Harden
Nah,
at the point, bro.
and people don't say it. People don't say it, but really, Harden and Spider is like Luka and Austin Reeves. It's two players can't play defense. They cannot or they do not play defense, and all they do is they gotta have the ball. Now,
Yeah,
one might be a little Spider. He's a little more athletic than those guys, but it's the same thing. It's two guys. They gotta keep the ball. They can't really play off of it, and they don't play defense. So you go in there, you ain't about to go there and say like you're gonna win. They got a little bit, more. They got a little bit better team, a little bit,
Hmm.
but it's not much. It ain't gonna move the needle to me. And if you go to Golden State, that's like you ain't gonna win no championship there neither. But I can see that's gonna be the most like if he talking about they saying it's about having fun. That's where I see him having the most like enjoyment because he gonna
yeah. The
still have the
Golden
rock.
State.
He
Yeah,
still have the rock.
yeah.
He can play with his guy that he always been talking about. He wanted to play with, and they'll be exciting. That'll be everybody will be.
Hmm.
They'll
Hmm.
get mad. They'll be on TV every night. You know what I mean? And I think like
But Steph do for 20 games every like for the past couple
Well, get
seasons.
hurt.
He gonna miss about 20 games, man. I don't think LeBron want to be put in a position to be the number one guy.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah,
think maybe he misses games because of like the team he on. So maybe he could have played more last year, but like what I'm coming back to play for. Like we don't look
true,
too hot.
true,
We don't look too hot.
true, true.
Like just like Giannis. They saying Giannis been hurt last 2, 3 years, but he ain't happy. And plus, what I'm coming back to do. Like we ain't about to do nothing. Y'all won't let me go. So I could play, but I ain't feeling it. Whatever's going on, I got a little bit of issues or whatever. So I don't know. It's a little different when you think like you got a shot. You fight through those little knickknacks a little bit more when you
Knickknacks.
feel like yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I will see, man, but
Well, I,
we'll
well,
see.
all right. Let's have a different conversation. Where is the win now team? What's the win now team?
Well, he go to Philly, but he can't play.
Philly, yeah,
Can't play there. Like that doesn't look. That's a nasty team, man. Him and
yeah,
Bill, no shooting. You got no shooting. Period. You got a big man that makes. He about to make. It's about to be. He got 3 years, $190 million on his left on his contract, and he don't play. Period. He ain't gonna play half the season.
yeah. 30, 35 games.
Yeah. So and
Yeah,
now if you could get rid of, and even if you got rid of him, even if he was just hurt all year, where LeBron fit in with Jalen Brown, the young boy Edgecombe, Maxi,
Maxie.
where he fit
Yep.
in with those guys. Like
Yeah.
you
He
can't
got
take
the
the ball,
pieces.
you can't take the ball from them. Like everybody needs the
hmm
ball, and
yeah,
there's no it's no catch and shoot guys on that team. So who he gonna be kicking it out to? Like all those guys, none of those guys are like 3-point specialists. They just run and gun. They good. They gonna be like good on defense. Gonna be running and gunning. They're gonna be
Mhm.
scoring, but I don't know, man. I don't really know. I don't really know what he wants. I was listening to
yeah,
Rich Paul joint today. I just started listening to that joint today, man. That Game Over podcast he got, and they was talking about different stuff or whatever. But it just depends on what he want, man. I saw it's wild though, man. 41 years old, and they said Adam Silver said today, like pretty much they waiting for him to
yeah. He messed with the
get the
TV
schedule
schedule.
right. I mean, that's wild. That's why I hate that about LeBron. 'Cause I feel like I like LeBron. I ain't like when he came to the Lakers because I feel like he came to us too late. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And when he come to you, he check your whole team and flip it upside down. Then he leave it effed up.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? He make you use all your assets to get whatever he want, and he gonna have you. We won a
Mhm.
championship, but I don't think it was a successful tenure, but it was a bunch.
It
It was
was mid. It was
he got
mid.
it was mid. Yeah,
got a lot of shit with him, man. Make you get his son. That's cool, but goddamn, man, you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of like a give and take with him, man. Like you got to be a LeBron fan to deal with like they do a lot of like prima donna, single,
yeah, yeah.
single, single child, no father type shit, man. Like what I'm saying. Yeah, like he a little
Cause I can.
man. Yeah, he a little different.
Yeah,
He ain't share his toys and stuff when he
yeah,
was young. He had to share those toys,
yeah.
man. But
Look,
to be 41 and to have a whole league like this, and everybody like they can't free agents can't even do what they want to do
can't move.
because they
Nope.
Can't
what you
move.
gonna do?
I want to
Mhm.
see what he do.
So
DeMar DeRozan ain't got nowhere yet.
yeah,
Like he
Harden.
should have been somewhere.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
And Harden ain't even signed. Harden ain't even
Harden
signed his
ain't signed.
contract yet with Cleveland.
Yeah,
We don't
Mhm.
know what he going if he gonna be there or not. Bradley Bill,
Yep.
all the boys, man. So I can't be mad at him because I mean he got the
He
juice, man.
flexing.
He
He
had he got the
flexing.
juice. He got the
He
juice, man.
flexing.
So, but I just hate that
Yep.
he act like what he's doing, he's not doing what he's doing. I don't really like that. But I mean, hey,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, man. It's
yeah,
like what y'all mean? Like I'm just living my life. Like nigga, people waiting on you, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this.
yeah,
But I know, hey,
Yeah.
I never been in that position, man. So,
yeah,
that
You
documentary
know
is gonna
what?
be hell, man. All I can tell y'all, man, when that
Oh
documentary
my
come out,
gosh.
that joint gonna be
But
hell.
if it, look in 20 years, right? That's gonna be crazy. But look,
mm-hmm.
I just thinking when you said that, it reminds me of my waiting on my daughter to come outside because I'm ready to go. And
Yeah,
she
yeah.
taking her good
Taking the
time.
sweet time, huh?
Taking
And
sweet
when I
time.
say something, it's like, oh, what's the problem? Like, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? So like why you got a problem? So nah, man, I think this is definitely interesting. I mean, it's no different than the decision. I feel it's that the anticipation, it's taking over all the airways, all the social media, right? And I don't know. I feel like the NBA got a lot to do with that too, because
Yeah,
it
Oh,
keeps them.
definitely.
yeah, it's
Keeps them
all
in the news cycle. And
it's slow right now.
Yeah.
It wasn't for the World Cup and the NBA Summer League. Ain't nothing to talk about right now. So ain't no
no.
football right now. Ain't no the draft. That was
Yeah.
over with. So I mean, it's all to keep everybody, all these different platforms talking about it.
hmm
But hey, I mean, yeah, he left us. He left us Snow White, man. Full time Lakers,
Chilling,
man.
man. Goddamn watching goddamn Boston Celtics, man, in the
Yeah.
'80s, man.
From the 80s. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just be hoping like we signed somebody the other day. I was like, damn, another brother. And I don't even he all right, the dude we just got. But I'm
Yeah.
like, man, let's get a couple, man. God damn.
Yeah. Let's do something different, bro.
Yeah, we
But
slack.
I don't know. We'll
I
see,
ain't even got
man. I mean, I'm
I
not
ain't got the
excited about the team, man. I don't know. I don't really believe in Luca for real, man. I think he
well,
just he
well,
stays hurt
I
a lot.
yeah. I believe in him to do what he gonna do. He gonna score,
Yeah.
he gonna score a lot. And the team that we're trying to give him that Dallas Mavericks team. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the lob threat, the big man, some defenders, some shooters. And the reason why I ain't tripping, hey, we ain't gonna win no championship next year as right now with this team.
hmm
We
Yeah.
wasn't gonna win with LeBron either.
No.
So
No. Yeah.
I rather just get on with it, man. So whatever it's gonna look like, in a couple years
hmm
we get somebody. But
hmm
only thing I would have did is I probably wouldn't have kept Austin Reeves though. I wouldn't have kept LeBron neither, but I wouldn't have kept Austin Reeves. I would have traded him last year, or found a way to
hmm
like sign and trade him just because like he good, man, but not $180 million good though.
Who?
He got 4 years, right? 4 years, 180.
Yep. And
Who?
he
All right.
know
Let me
he
ask you
ain't.
this.
He know he's stealing because he's supposed to be 185. He'll give us a 5 million like to go do whatever with. So he getting over
Yeah.
because he giving back money for no reason.
hmm But let me ask you this. I guess two things, right? I think this what we may start to see. I don't know if it's true or not, but all right. First thing is and was Austin Reeves as good as he was because of the LeBron effect, and I guess the Luca
Mhm.
effect. All right, is he that good without them on the floor? Will he be? And will he? I guess the question is, will he still be who he was last couple of seasons without LeBron? And I mean, so I don't know, right? I think we've seen some games
Well,
with him. Go ahead.
yeah, I think so. When LeBron was out, the beginning of the season, he
hmm
was he was he was putting up numbers. He was putting up
hmm
numbers.
hmm
So,
hmm
I think he's gonna get his, but you know, does he
Luca,
have the will to bring a team together to kind of push them
yeah,
to be winners? I don't
yeah,
know.
Yeah,
yeah, because yeah,
he's good because he's never gonna be by himself. He shouldn't be. There's nobody in the league that's
he
by.
might, or he may be injured. I'm just saying,
Yeah, but he
look at
can't.
Jalen Brown, what
Yeah,
he did
no, he can't
last
do that.
year.
He can't do that.
All right, that's what I'm saying. That's
Oh nah.
that's
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying? Like, and he getting 200. He getting 200 mil. Right? He
Who?
got his
Who?
Jalen Brown got he had a 200
300.
300. God
Yeah,
damn.
he already
All
got
right,
his
man.
one. He got 300 million, man. And
He was super smart
and
too.
he
But
bought
that
and he
that
can go. He can sign another joint 2 years for like 140, like an extension.
now the 300 mil that's the 76ers contract. That's the second contract.
No, it's the
That's the
Boston joint.
Boston. That's
That's
the
It's
Boston.
Boston
the
one.
Boston.
That's
Yeah,
the one
they
that
paying
followed
it
it.
out. Yeah.
That's why
Got
they
you.
had to get up off
Ooh.
of him because they didn't want to give him the extension that he was getting ready to be eligible for.
Ooh.
And then
Damn.
Tatum already got. So I think he got 305 and Tatum got like 310.
Ooh.
That's what both of them is getting right now.
Boys done had $1 billion on the cap.
Feel me?
Yep.
Good
So
lord.
I ain't mad. They had to do that, but
Well,
like
this is before the chip, right? Was this before they won the chip?
yeah, they was already in that joint. They was already
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
contract when they won the chip.
Right,
But
got
you
you.
know how it
I
goes, man.
mean,
That's
yeah,
shit. Them people,
I mean
man.
that's solid. They deserve it. They deserve it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You
Yeah,
deserve. I
yeah,
mean, just like what
yeah.
you name just got 273 for 4 years, Donovan Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't worth that. But hey, that's what the market says you're
Once again,
supposed to get.
Three.
them boys eating, man.
Yeah, man.
My
That's what I'm
God
saying.
ain't blessed
So
me with that
hey,
type of luck and a skill and luck.
Yeah, man.
yep. Yeah.
No,
So hey, when you born, man, I know a lot of them old heads like, damn, man, well, I could have been born.
Oh, you know what I'm saying?
That's what
Good
Shaq
Lord.
was. That's what Shaq was saying. He was like, he felt that. Well,
Yeah.
I don't think he came on and directly said it, but he was like, man, these dudes, the way these dudes get paid is crazy.
And most of them bums. They're
Yeah,
just getting hella
Hmm.
big ass. I mean, I say, I say it respectfully,
yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
just like,
Yeah, they just guys,
know,
man. They nice.
yeah,
They just
yeah,
nice, man.
Hmm.
But
yeah, yeah.
that's how you know, and that's why that's why I ain't really like it. But I don't care. Like Wimby, they got him taking a pay cut. But what you taking a pay cut, giving a billionaire a pay cut for? You don't give a billionaire a discount. You know what I'm saying? Like he giving a little $50 million discount. Why would you do that? I know why. I know he gonna make plenty of money, but
Well, they trying to. You see what Brunson did.
yeah, but
See what
Brunson
Brunson
was
did.
a little guy. Brunson wasn't no number one pick. Brunson did that
Well, I'm
because he
just
was an
saying.
underdog. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, but it
That
said
sound good.
he did it because they want the championship. They said they saw the formula. Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna do the same
Yeah,
thing. I think he's trying to win a
yeah.
chip. I think that's what I feel like that's the
Yeah,
motive
yeah,
was.
of course. Of course
But
it is. But that shouldn't
you
be
know,
they shouldn't present that to a player. But hey, yeah, I mean 250, 300, whatever I can buy with 250, I can buy with 300 million. So I mean, I understand it. I understand it, but yeah, man,
mhm.
hey, I ain't mad. I mean, there's a lot of money on that
People,
NBA,
that's
boy.
a lot of money on the NBA, man.
A lot of money
Yeah,
on
You absolutely
float.
sports,
right.
man. Really, really, the football like the biggest sport besides soccer, but that's the least real money is in football, man.
Right, you're right.
Baseball, basketball,
Yeah.
that's where the big dollars at, the big guaranteed dollars, man. So hey, I
Hmm.
ain't mad at them, man. They
And it's unfortunate because you probably exposed to more risk in football and you get
In
paid less.
football, sacrificing your life.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Every time you
yeah,
out there, man.
yeah.
yeah,
And it's more
that's
Yeah,
why.
money.
But those games, and that's why they're trying to add all these games. That's why they went from 16 to 17. It's going to go to 18 in probably a couple years because that's why the
Hmm.
NBA can pay so much because
It's more
82 of them,
broadcast, 82 games.
yeah,
Yeah.
82 of them.
games. Yeah,
Football, it's one a week. Now it's big, but it's one of them joints a week. So,
Hmm.
they still getting paid well, but some of them
Yeah,
ain't
yeah.
guaranteed. Some of them you can
yeah,
cut. You can get like, you thought you was owed 20 million. They cut you, you
Hmm.
don't get but 4 million. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
I was,
It's
yeah,
wild.
I was watching Shannon Sharp and he was talking about his contracts.
yeah.
I was
From back
like,
in the day.
Wow.
oh my
Yeah, I
God.
seen
I'm
it.
like, God
He was
damn,
like
man.
$72,000. I was living with my grandma. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
God
yeah,
damn.
yeah. I'm
Already
like,
again,
man,
he said all that outside the shack. Outside.
Yep,
yeah.
Yeah, but his brother had him
yep,
straight though. I seen
yeah,
his brothers on that other night. He was like, pretty much, if he ain't make it, it ain't matter. Like he ain't care if he didn't make it or not because he was gonna have whatever I had. He was gonna have the same thing. So, you know what I'm saying? He had a that's that upbringing, man. He was gonna be straight
That's
regardless.
yeah,
killer.
Man. But
That's
yeah,
killer.
that's wild how that money changed though from 80, 88, 87, whatever he came in 89,
Hmm.
man, making I think his second con he said he made like 325,
three something. Yeah, yeah,
325,000 is like his second contract. And now
Yeah.
and I
And
think
then
when he probably finished, he probably made like I think he was maybe like 15, 20 million
20 million. It was,
for a
yeah,
whole
it's like 20,
contract
21 million.
for like
Yeah,
he said,
5 years.
yeah, he said he didn't get
Ravens.
all of it. He said he had got like 7 million of it, a little
Yeah,
bit, something like that.
yeah,
Because I don't know. I guess he said out of that it wasn't all guaranteed.
Yeah, yeah. He
You
got a
know,
couple deals, man, but he definitely ain't shit. He definitely missed out on this money,
see
man.
why
But
he working
yeah,
so hard, ain't it?
oh, he getting money right now though. Shit, they
Yeah,
getting.
yeah,
yeah.
I wish I knew. That's what I want to know, but I'll know one day. But I like to know
Hmm.
how they get that. They going live, like what they getting paid because they added my boy on there. He full time employee now,
Hmm.
so I wonder how they get paid, man. Because for you to add another member, you gotta split something, or do you just like how do they get paid, man? So
But they got the prize picks, right? What else they got? The
yeah.
bills,
Rose Sparks,
road sparks.
but
I'm sure
they
there's some
got
other
well, they
ones.
got a couple jobs.
We need to send Shannon an email, man. Send his people an email.
Hmm.
Yeah, man, they
Tell them check us out.
yeah they
Hmm.
rolling.
Yeah, it's a facts.
Give us a slot.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
all right, they rolling. But
Yeah.
that's hey, shit, long as you like he said, man, you see all this stuff, man, it lets you know one thing that it's possible. You know what I'm saying? It's
Hmm.
out, it's money out there. It's it's out there, man, in all different avenues, man. So that's why we talk about kids and stuff like that, man. Hey, just make sure they want to do something. Make sure they inspired. Make sure they motivated,
Mhm.
and you show them everything, man. Sports, the books, all that. All that's going, let them, find their path, man. Find their avenue that they want to get into, man. So, we doing what we're supposed to do, man.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Right
sir,
where we
man.
need to be, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But hey, man, good to get with y'all guys, man. We probably been a couple weeks, man. We ain't tap in, but
Hmm.
it's always love when we get to sit down, rap, chop it up, man. We're gonna see what the summer gonna take us, and then the school year be here before you know it, man. We be back in the books, man. But
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, y'all
Yeah.
boys
Yeah.
for sure, man. Y'all boys be easy, man. We'll tap back in, and y'all boys keep it pushing, man.
Yes,
Likewise,
sir.
brother.
All right,
Y'all
man.
be easy, man.
Neighborhood
All
schools,
right.
man. John, Lon, and Bird, man. We get at y'all next time.
All right. Peace.
Later.